I
think you
you're being
definitely know
silly.
what I'm talking about.
It's 10 to 2. Oh, you got it. Hmm. No. Oh, that would have been sick.
You're right.
No. Not the hammer time.
I guess you could say he got hammered. Ha, ha,
Dude was totally hammered.
totally, bro.
Like, gnarly, dude. It's totally wicked.
He really caught that half pipe to the face.
Yo.
Hey yo.
Hey, yo, pause.
Hey yo.
I mean, I feel
Wait.
bad for all the people that spend money on the Call of Duty League skins. Like, we got them for free.
Hey, as a fellow microtransaction enthusiast, fuck you.
Hey, act broke, stay rich, respectfully.
Man.
Get your mind right. Big motion.
Damn.
Man, fuck
I
shit,
ain't
man.
never get shipment in so many.
Man,
My
fuck
head,
shit.
it hurts.
Microtransaction.
You just say Michael transactions.
Yeah.
That sounds like a
Michael
businessman. Michael Transaction.
He says,
he sells some
"Mikey!"
killer insurance, probably.
Nah, he sings really good songs though.
Does he though? Does he really?
Name one of his songs.
Songs.
Name his #1 hit.
#1 hit. I'll tell you his #1. All right.
Oh, you will?
Alright? It doesn't matter if you're black and or white.
You're gonna have to fix your fucking connection, bro, because you cut out at the worst times.
What
That
are you
was
talking
too
about?
long a pause after you said that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, because that's why you laughing.
Yeah, I don't, you know. I think you're being
I'm picking up my
right now.
tags, man.
You know, Reach would know. Reach would know.
Nah.
This game mode is chaos. Well, not the
say
game
that.
mode, the
How
map.
do I get to the docking bay?
Get to the docking bay.
So tell me,
Bro, these...
who'd win in a fight?
I just got
between
triple,
you
and this dude came from Narnia and dolphin dove on all my tags.
Yeah, man, somebody dolphin dove in one of my tags.
Get dolphin dog.
Like, you need the XP that bad.
Trying to get to 450 for the night over.
Hmm.
He has those double XP tokens on.
Oh
I
my
have no
god, of
idea where
course.
I'm going.
You know,
There's always one dude who's sitting in a corner with an LMG. Get fucked.
Mhm.
Wags, as long as you meet the friends.
Don't tell me some shit about it. It's all about the journey.
Exogenic Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Haiti
Just
Gamma
spawns me
cluster.
in crossfire.
When asked why communication
About
with the
those
survey
Crocs
team
you
was
picked
suddenly
up
cut
online.
off last week,
Hey,
company officials
you
refused
talk
to
shit about my
comment.
Crocs. A Croc
Hey.
going up your ass.
Oh yeah, wouldn't be the first time.
Oh?
Hmm?
Huh?
Oh, I'm stealing this. Oh, no,
That's
I
just a
didn't.
regular thing for you? You just shove Crocs up your ass?
What,
Overwatch,
make that
Hilo.
assumption?
Hey, hit
No
me up. I got
way.
extra Crocs for that kind of thing.
How dare you assume such?
How dare you assume that I'm assuming?
This is a Minecraft Christian server. Or...
It spawned him in the crate that I was in behind me.
Guys, let's stop cursing.
Breaking news, Chairman Burns of
I was in the crate and it spawned him behind me.
I'm staying freaking the freaking Minecraft server.
Probiotics commandeered a freighter and were last
Only
seen in
I'm
the
allowed to
Hades
say
Gamma cluster.
frick.
No demands have yet been made.
Oh my god, this Hilo.
Haloing on people.
So is it Helocopter or Helochopper?
Celebrations are being planned
Please
for
be
the
respectful
anniversary of
and
the
only
end
use
of the
the channel
Rachni
to
Please,
Wars.
no.
Many
Or
council
answer.
worlds, particularly Asari and Solarian colonies, will hold victory parades to commemorate the defeat of the invading Rachni. In a rare admission of
What?
debt, several Asari colonies have invited Krogans to be honored for the victories the
Man,
uplifted
they get
Krogans
Overwatch
made
Hilos.
possible.
And all we sent up there are some dinky ass UAVs.
How are they getting these helos, man?
Being good at the game.
Care packages.
I've got big news for you, Shepard.
Has to be care
Anderson
packages.
is stepping down as commanding
Ain't no way
officer
nobody
of the
getting streaks like
Normandy.
that.
The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre.
Bro,
Treat her
if this
well.
map was like,
I want the truth.
I wouldn't say
Why
double,
are you
but like
stepping down,
slightly
sir?
bigger, I think it would be
You
really
need your
good.
own ship. A Spectre
Yeah.
can't answer to anyone
Because
but
the
the
spawns
council.
are just not it.
And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that
Like,
much.
if they had like
I
another
was in
row
your
of
shoes 20
crates.
years ago, Shepard.
Yeah, just one
They
more,
were
man.
considering me for the Spectres.
What happened?
I failed.
It didn't spawn people in your same crate.
It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the council
I need to stop
rejected
using my phone. It's at 1%.
I had my shot.
Fuck.
It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for
After
my
you said you
mistakes.
can't watch
I
anything.
won't let you down, sir.
I know.
Saren's
I need to, like, because if it
Don't even try
dies,
to
then I have to
find
wait for it to
But we
reboot,
know what he's
and
after.
I'll be like halfway through my snack,
conduit.
and it's just not gonna
He's
hit.
got us get scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth
Wax,
in
have
the
you ever
Pharaoh
tried
system
War?
shortly before our colony there dropped
Tried
out
what?
of
I think I have
contact.
like once or
There
twice,
have been
but
sightings around Noveria.
it was a while ago.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you
Yeah.
can figure out where the conduit is before he
it's
does.
pretty,
The Reapers are the real threat.
snazzy.
I'm with the council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they
Out
even
of 10.
exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the
snazzy
key to
is it?
bringing them back.
How snazzy is
Stop
it?
Saren from getting the
Snazzy
conduit,
as in, like,
and we stop
you
the
can
Reapers
come
from
back to
returning.
it after
I'll stop it.
a while, from time to time.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in
when
that
you do-
recording.
And the game
She is
notices
a
you've
daughter
been
of
gone.
a scientist
Like,
who
oh, hey,
specializes in the
here's a pretty
Protheans.
sick, nasty coupon.
We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she
Out of
knows.
10.
Her name's Liara,
How's
Dr. Liara
sick
Tassoni.
nasty?
We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted
honestly,
worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
This game is supposed to be like Destiny, right? Kind of like Destiny, grindy, all that kind of.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your
Mess
decision,
around.
Commander.
I'm
You're a Spectre
glad
now.
that there's free roam.
You don't answer to us.
Your
can be,
actions
like,
still
shooting
reflect
up
on
the
humanity
place,
as a
doing
whole.
missions, right?
You make a mess
I'm
and
going
I get stuck
fishing.
cleaning it
I'm
up.
going like.
I'll try not to
like,
make things any harder on
mining
you,
rocks,
Ambassador.
all right? I'm playing
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a
Playing
human
Minecraft.
long before you were a
playing
Spectre.
Minecraft on Warframe.
I have a meeting to get
So-
to.
so
Captain
out of
Anderson
10.
can answer any questions you might have.
Out of 10, how Minecraft is it?
How Minecraft is it?
How Minecraft is it?
It's so Minecraft.
Man,
can
how are you the
fish,
first death? I'm
Bro,
playing.
he killed me so fast, though.
Reach.
He killed me so fast.
You know, I think Reach is just that type of person.
By the time I tried to aim, I was dead.
Yes, Commander.
It's no good.
I got him back, though.
Any
Got
extra
him back.
intel you can give me on our
Reach is the
colony at
filler in
Pharos?
lobbies. You know?
The entire planet used to be one giant
Hey,
Prothean
hey,
city,
peep the kill
Mostly
feed in
ruined.
5 seconds, bro.
but some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony
looking.
tried to build on what the Protheans
Fuck.
left behind. We lost all
Hey, that's
contact
funny.
with them when they
So
Geth
close.
Man, that kill
Shut
feed
up.
was pretty funny.
I'm so close.
attacked. Not much. I've never been there
Dude,
myself.
Reach was that
A
kill feed
handful of
crazy?
systems with a few small,
Hmm?
uncharted
Was the kill
worlds, but
feed
no
crazy?
real colony.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Might not
Yeah,
be easy
little
finding
wild,
Dr.
actually.
Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruin.
What can you tell me about Noveria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Noveria respects. But they aren't popular.
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my
Cluster
thing.
mine, I hate
But
those.
you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you,
They're
Shepard.
kind of funny, though.
If that means I have to step aside,
Yeah.
so be it.
Tell me what happened with you and
It's
Sarah
funny
20
because it
years
doesn't kill you all at once.
close
So
to
like,
20 years
you take the first step on it, and by the time you realize you stepped on it, it's too late.
Like Udina, she wanted to get killed into the Spectre.
Oh.
She chose me.
Just press the don't die button.
The council sent Saren to keep an eye on me.
Not
and
good
evaluate
enough.
my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests.
All right, we got this. We got
He was
this.
trying to set up a facility to
Oh,
develop illegal
Oh,
AI
2 in the bag.
technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had
I wouldn't go that
developed,
way.
but the council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a
2v2.
refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden
Oh,
away somewhere inside,
right there.
protected by an
Inside,
army of
inside.
Batarian mercenaries.
Behind you.
The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant.
You're not spectating.
Capture
Bro.
No, for real.
I'm dead.
Sneak
Oh, I thought that was you.
Nah, I'm dead.
Some things didn't go as planned.
Saren and I split up to cover more ground.
Respect on the Kyle.
Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere.
Wags, do you
Nobody
do,
inside
call-outs
survived.
on future?
There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby.
Yeah.
Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500.
Pretty gnarly. Mate.
Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated. Mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all.
That was the
talk
first
of me
kill again.
joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion.
Another
How'd he
game
pin it
already
on you?
started that fast.
In his report, Saren accused me of
Another
blowing his
round.
cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report
Strike
was
me
all the
down,
proof the council
Zeus.
needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down
I
by
got
back
stuck
row
on a
combatants.
pole.
Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere. And we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. You got anything you want to say to the crew? Now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse.
Oh
But
no.
we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space.
Our enemy knows we're coming.
Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down.
None of the other species has the guts, grit, or
Come on, you
balls to
got
deal
this.
with this.
So it's up to us.
I believe in you.
We're the
Reach.
only ones who can stop
All
Saren.
pressure.
I swear to you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be
He
proud.
did it.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance.
He did the do.
We can't fail.
They didn't give you.
Every time I get this is the first play of the game.
It's
Why
a
they-
throwing knife.
What?
Like I
But I killed him
renegaded
for the last. Alright, okay. Favoritism.
I
Putting
thought
his
you'd be-
veto on B.
thought you'd be,
Commander,
You got a veto.
something you need?
How's the Normandy
Yeah, I got a
performing?
veto.
Is she everything they said she'd be?
just that good.
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive port we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew.
Wow.
Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a
They
background
made an
check,
operator
didn't
that
you?
played
Veto
Baby
on
I'll
B.
tell
Tron.
you the same thing I told the captain.
I'll spend so
You
much.
want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All
They have a
those
cluster mine
commendations
on
in my
B.
file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome. Brittle
direct
bone
hit him
disease.
with the
bones
flash.
in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow. Too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
Oh?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school.
Dang, he shot me through the
The world's
wall.
not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy.
Watch me clutch
Even
this
better
shit,
than
bro.
the instructors, and
You got it,
everybody
bro.
knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly
That's
kid
easy.
with the creaky little legs.
Rotate.
One guess who was smiling
Rotating.
at graduation.
Still
I need to know
rotating.
more about this Vrolik syndrome
Rotating.
if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Rotating.
Yeah, of course you do.
Rotating.
It's an extremely
Rotating.
rare condition. Nobody knows
Rotating.
exactly what causes it.
Rotating.
Genetic maybe.
Fuck.
It's treatable, but there's no cure. Classify my case as moderate to severe.
I should have rotated it a
Born
little
with
more.
over a dozen fractures,
I think I
thighs,
need a
ankles,
little
my
more
bones were already
rotation.
breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
I got a
I'm
sentry
not trying
gun.
to
I'm
make
gonna
you
put it on
uncomfortable.
B.
Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want.
Clutch.
Commander.
I have to go.
Oh, I did not mean to. Yeah. Got a large fish.
Oh. Put it down. There we go.
If
Hell
anyone
no.
has to take over for Captain
Oh, here,
Anderson,
throw me
I'm
my
glad
ones.
it's you.
Good
I'm not
bodies.
sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, sir, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones
I
to
should have
stop
waited.
it.
I should have waited.
We don't need their help.
Some people think asking for help.
Dang,
is a sign
they
of
mortar
weakness.
striked my
That's just
sentry.
being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
That's
I
really
guess
evil.
So. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of
Just
thinking.
unnecessary,
Don't worry, Commander,
to be
this won't
honest.
be a problem.
That's a lot of
Carry
government
on,
spending just wasted on a sentry
Yes,
turn.
sir.
On a sentry turn.
Okay.
Calming
What does this guy
games.
think he is?
Dang. We got it.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to
2-2.
get a sense of where the crew's at.
Hey, watch this play.
I've wasted enough of your time
Fuck.
for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting...
I don't even know why I said that. I don't think I even got a double kill that round. I was just really confident.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Oh, we stand on defense, but
Just too easy.
Gun is in my eye.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should
let's
go.
go headshot.
Goodbye, Commander.
One more for Sentry. Got the Sentry. Dang, didn't get the veto. I'm putting it on B.
Why? That's all I gotta say.
Ooh, that was almost.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it
Fuck
doesn't
that
matter
guy.
how I do it, as long as I do it.
Oh, I got a boot?
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling
Oh, no.
Saren was timid. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate it.
Oh no. They're going on.
I hope
They're
you
going the
make the right
backside.
choice.
It's
I
like
hate
two
to
of
have
them.
you regret it later.
You're supposed to help me
That's
clutch.
why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things
Yeah, I got this. You got this.
Dang it.
done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander. Commander, good to see you.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duty squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit?
Yes, sir. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
Sir, they have flashlight heads. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogan live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? Ask a Krogan. Would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engine.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You've got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth systems. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, but we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So, the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
I didn't mean to offend you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so worked up. Most Quarians tend to have pretty strong opinions about the Geth.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when the gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.